This type of shit right here pisses me off beyond belief. What's going on, you guys? Report says that Carson Wentz had a problem with the Eagles' Super Bowl run and that he was unhappy with the Eagles and their success in the 2017 run when he was sidelined with the torn ACL. We scroll down here. Sometime before the championship game, Wentz voiced his displeasure with the Eagles and their success to a group of other injured players. One of the players immediately confronted him, and the two eventually had to be separated. Wentz had his supporters, or those that sympathized with the obstacles that he faced in Philly. If he was more successful, he would have most likely been willing to overlook some of his personality quirks. But the Eagles' pre-draft evaluation did not place enough emphasis on questionable character traits or that he lacked the mental strength to accept hard coaching and personnel decisions that directly affected him. This shit pisses me off because, first off, we didn't know about that. We already knew about in 2018 the whole Alshon Jeffrey, anonymous Eagles teammate coming out and publicly talking about how poor of a leader he was and what that stirred up. Now knowing that to be true, obviously after the 2020 season, hearing this and how it's not even like that whole thing with Alshon and the 2018 and 2019 leadership talks wasn't even the start of it, that this was the start of it, pisses me off beyond belief. Because he did a lot to get us to that Super Bowl, of course, which, you think about it, how does he go from that type of play, from winning us the division, the number 1 seed, handing Nick Foles the best opportunity to win us something, whether it be a playoff game or two or the Super Bowl? How does he go from that to instantly like this, and he's down into the spiral that he's been spun into ever since? Getting traded from Philly to Indy, getting kicked out of Philly because of the same exact issues that we dealt with in 2020 specifically. This has all been boiling up ever since he got his ACL torn. Something mentally must have always never been there, or he really could not handle the fact that he wasn't able to go through in the playoff run that year. Like talk about soft. What's up with the Eagles or Philly in general getting the softest ass players that we invest so much in because of their talent level, but then they turn out to be actual trash as people because they can't handle criticism and they can't handle new coaching. I'm looking at you, Ben Simmons. You and Carson Wentz are on the same boat, buddy. It's unreal. Tomorrow, Ben Simmons ain't going to play against the Sixers, and we don't know when he's going to play for the Nets. So, I mean, that's just one thing. And now Carson Wentz here, he didn't want to play for the Eagles ever again after getting benched because he wouldn't learn how to be a better player, a better leader. He goes to Indianapolis and does the same thing. Literally, you have a playoff berth handed to you on a silver platter. Frank Reich is advocating for you. He advocated to trade for you. Now he's apologizing to the general manager and the owner because of what ended up happening. You ended up losing your shot at a playoff berth, at a playoff run. You wanted to stay there, and no, you're getting kicked out. It's unreal. And now we have to face him twice a year. This story is crazy. It's on the Philly Voice and a couple other places. If you haven't read that or saw it yet, it came out an hour or two before the Eagles or the trade to the Commanders came down. So if you want to give it a read, go for it. But it's unreal. Yeah, Wentz's character and leadership have been under question ever since Joseph Santa-whatever's story in 2019, where numerous sources within or connected to the Eagles painted him as selfish and uncompromising as a leader. That's 2018 going into 2019, and you flash it back a year before, and he was spewing all this stupid shit. Unreal.